thought about becoming a vampire?
Not really.
Do you think I'd look sexy as one?
No.
No?
I mean, no sense in messing with perfection, right?
I think you'd look sexy as a vampire.
Me? Why?
Well, your freckles would fade and you'd have a killer smile.
I'm sorry, but I don't think vampirism is for me.
What do you have against vampires, Charlie?
Nothing, I suppose, except for the fact that they're dead.
Undead.
Right. Look, why the sudden interest in vampires?
My friend Valadia just became one. She says it's great.
Great isn't how.
She finds it a lot easier to bring home boys.
That's because she could overpower them.
Are you making fun of her? You know I hate it when you do that.
I'm sorry.
Why are we here?
Well, I wanted to talk to you about something.
You're not planning on pushing back the wedding, are you?
No. A Halloween wedding's just fine. It's just that...
What? Just think of it, Charlie. As vampires, our wedding will be more special. We can exchange our vows in the cemetery under the stars and then be tombed side by side. It'll be so romantic.
You know how I feel about enclosed spaces.
Oh, Charlie, you're not seeing the whole picture. Many of your phobias will be cured once you become a vampire. You'll never die of sickness or disease. You and I will be immortal. And our love will last forever.
I'm sure there are many advantages to being a vampire, but I don't think you're thinking this thing through. I mean, where would we get the blood that we need to perpetuate our immortal lives?
Blood banks.
You want to rob blood banks?
Why not? It'll be exciting.
It'll be suicidal? I mean, nowadays those places are guarded more closely than nuclear power plants.
Fine then. We can find our own donors.
You mean attack people? That's against the law even in these liberal times.
Only if they're unwilling, Charlie. I know plenty of goth girls who would die for the chance to be sucked by a vampire.
And you're not one of them, are you?
No, Charlie. I want to suck, not be sucked.
I'll give you guys more time.
Charlie, didn't you tell me you hated your dead-end job?
Yes.
Didn't you tell me you were tired of being treated like a nobody?
Yes, but...
Didn't you tell me you wanted to change your life?
I did. I do, but becoming a vampire isn't what I had in mind.
Oh. And what kind of change did you have in mind? Ordering wine with your meal instead of beer?
No.
Burning your Enya albums?
No.
Extending video nights to Saturdays?
Not a bad idea.
You're so goddamn boring, Charlie. I swear I don't know why I stay with you. We're just so different.
I thought you liked me because I was different. On our first date, you said you were looking for a stable guy to raise a family with. You said you were tired of those goth boyfriends who stole from you and cheated on you. Do you remember that? Dementia, this isn't some minor change you're asking me to make. You're asking me to turn my entire life upside down. I hate my job, sure. But where would I find a night job that pays even half as much? Not only would I take a big cut in pay, I'd have to stop working on my tan and going to church. And how would I be able to look my mother in the face and tell her I can't eat her lasagna anymore because I'm a vampire? Do you think that just because vampirism is right for your friend, that it's right for you? For me? For us? What happened to that family you wanted? You won't be able to bear children once you're undead.
We could adopt.
You honestly think the state would allow a vampire couple to adopt children? Suppose they did. How do you think the other children would react to our children having two bloodsuckers as parents? You thought you had it bad in school? What about them? Dementia, we are two entirely different people, and it hasn't always been easy staying together. But have I ever asked you to turn down your music?
No.
Have I ever asked you to stop getting pierced?
No.
Have I ever asked you to put on more normal clothes so that people will stop staring at us?
No, Charlie, you haven't.
I may hate your music, and your clothes, and your body art. But I love you. I love you despite your packaging. And I thought you felt the same way about me too.
No, Charlie, you're right. I've been selfish, putting my needs ahead of yours. I don't stop talking long enough to listen. Now that I think about it, becoming a vampire does seem crazy. I'm just so intent on fitting in with my friends that I forget about the one person who really matters. I'm sorry.
No need to apologize, Pumpkin. It's good that we share our thoughts and feelings.
Wasn't there something you wanted to talk to me about?
Yes.
What?
Dementia? Have you ever thought about becoming a werewolf?